Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It On.
Right.
Let's continue exploring this flooded area. Our cosmic pig also makes ripples. That's neat.
Nothing but endless grime east. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
What did you expect?
Something. Endless bounty and warmth and happiness for a start. Instead, I still feel waterlogged, chilled down to my bones. You seem to know where you are going.
The soul crosses ethereal arms over her chest.
Watcher, you're talking to a lost soul, aren't you? I'll just shine them the light real quick.
The lantern rattles as Jody swings it overzealously between you, siphoning in the spirit's essence. Oh, she wants to talk.
Got a weight in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind? Yeah, it's best we gotta move on.
Sure.
So she says the nightmare was with me. Was I the one she saw in her nightmare? Why is he complimenting my find? Just having a look. No harm in that, right? Your feet are gonna get wet. So no, at the end she said she saw her god walking into the storm. But before that she said it was me walking the bottom of the ocean.
I've got it.
Either the former inhabitants or looters have taken most of the home's contents. A few scraps of detritus float upon the dark waters. So the plan is to not fight this guy. We were told to handle it non-violently if we could.
To get this lost, Miko, you must have been trying real hard.
The young elf's hand drops to the pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you, unblinking. Savia sent me. Needs you to put a stop to the looting. Alari snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Help her out this once, and Savia will owe you a favor.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-chortle, Alari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon piacco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorecci Street is under lawful protection now.
Fantastic. Was he actually going to leave? No, that's fine. We'll get back and turn in the good news to Savia. That is a wonderful quality of life feature. You just select which building you're going to.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Alari to keep watch on Gorecci Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Maje under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Maje would be set right within the week. Keeping out of trouble?
His quests are paid out pretty well. 1,200 and then 1,100. Alright, we're gonna go rest up to get Adair off the brink of death. I'm assuming 3 injuries and it's a death. It could be 4 though. At 3's the max. If he goes down a 4th time, he dies. Either way, he's due for a rest.
So, how do you like it?
I fear.
Maybe. There is
Still
strange
kicking,
things
eh?
out there.
What'll it be? Sure thing.
You cannot think it is really one of the gods.
No, but a weapon perhaps.
Merla, I hope not.
Alright, so we do have other quests on the island, but we're going to go to Sātahuzi first. I believe this is where we can follow up on Rinko's quest.
Will do.
Oh, this is, the woman we need to speak to anyway. That works out. The Amoa woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you, and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you.
Her voice is quiet, but each word is clipped and harsh.
You were looking for Kawa?
Rinko says that you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs, and a guttural burst of sound.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
I also feel like this might lead to a fight. Yeah, why don't you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms. Even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Rinko. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Sātahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat. For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
You should have told the guards. You've been branded a thief.
I am no thief. Do you mean to insult me? I am Mataru. I am the guard in Sātahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
So, unfortunately, I did agree to help Rinko. Yeah, Rinko's just a merchant. He can't fight you as an equal. I mean, he shouldn't have been talking the way he was either. Okea opens her mouth to speak, then snaps it shut. She grimaces, averting her gaze to the sand.
I did not consider this. He is Kwaru. It is not in him to fight for the village. Perhaps I was impatient.
Yeah, give me the coin purse, and we'll call it square.
Huh. Then here's what you came for, though it is an uneven trade.
She considers the coin purse in her hand for a moment, before handing it to you. Her mouth twists into a resentful frown.
I will ask our chieftain to send a healer for that idiot Valian. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering. By Nagati's light, spare me the attention of outsiders.
I feel bad, because she seems reasonable. But I think this is the best course of action to maintain peace between the two factions. Even if there's slight injustice in it.
Fancy a look at the wares, my friend?
You're a bit out of the way, aren't you?
Cozy spot, right? Not much competition apart from the basket lady. And the Huana have coin to spend and goods to trade, same as the rest.
Let me see what you have.
Best goods on the island.
I'll be the judge of that. Shorewalker sandals. Plus 10% stride and plus 1 resolve. These thin leather sandals are commonly worn by Huana Ruparu, as they tirelessly scour the coast for plants, sea creatures, and valuable detritus washed in by the tide. They provide grip and stability on the shifting sands. Yeah, we'll buy that.
Yeah? Huh?
Fancy a look at the wares? Best goods on...
Alright, that's all we need for right now.
I've got it.
And I say there's a slight injustice done. Just because he was accusing her of being something doesn't mean she should have attacked him. So I think this is the best course of action.
On it.
Clusters of coral dot the watery landscape with bright blooms of color. Really pretty area. I speak to Namai.
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
Never mind. Alright, let's speak to, yeah, Storm Speaker Kawa. Oh, there's something back here.
I've got it.
Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, that Kawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Kawa's lined face is pocked with fading scars, but there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you approach.
They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Maje, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
It doesn't look like the storm did much damage here.
To a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Sātahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather. Some of it is mere luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it.
I guess you and the governor don't really get along.
Better than it may seem. Clario can be reasoned with, especially if one approaches him with coin in their pocket. He is not a cruel man. I suspect he might even enjoy life on the island if he were free of his masters.
Why do business with the Valians?
Akira, do not all people trade for the same reason? The Valians have brought us guns, medicine, wine, and food. Some of them we have even convinced to help with the canoes. My people have come to enjoy these things. The medicine has helped many of the children recover from fever. We gain from this peace. So long as Clario keeps his company masters away, we lose little.
Did your people see the giant?
Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. The why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
A titan?
Ngati, Andra's realm, harbors many great beasts. They say the ancestors of the Kahanga tribe, and so their queen, hold pacts with such creatures. My priests wonder if this is her doing. Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. The why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
Which way did it go?
I do not know. Most fled the sight of it, and Clario has provided little information. This was the subject of our argument. Perhaps he will tell you more. Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. The why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
So I know this is a little repetitive, but I don't want to interrupt or try to talk over the voice acting. That giant is Aethys. I need to know where he's going.
Aethys? Is it redemption you seek then? You risk much to chase a god across the sea. The Dawn Stars too wish to meet this god. What if he does not wish to be found?
Can you help me free my ship?
Yes, but it will take Clario's assistance. Convince him, and I will aid you.
Why wait on Clario's word?
You are one of his people now. It falls on him to protect you.
Okay.
Will do.
Alright, nothing is lost. The search for Okaizo. Also, I haven't forgotten, I need to read that other note that I left in the other container. It's excerpted from Nothing is Lost, the collected journals of Wanamore Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of prize share this morning. I had nothing to give them again. I make no money for the tribe, but I am always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night, I get no sleep. Mataru asked me to conserve the lamp oil, to come to bed, but I can't. Not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city of Bukaizo. On every chart and map of the Deadfire I've found, whether Huana, Valian, or Rowatayan, there is a gap. An empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Ngati clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering, like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest. An ember always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Mataru wants me to give it up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear, I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there, shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I ask the fisherfolk when they return with their catch at sunset. Tiberi, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Puira? They avoid me now. Mataru says they're busy, but I know they think I'm tide-sick and sun-addled. The way Puira's lip curls in disgust when I approach. The way Tiberi's eyes seem to see right through me. I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will.
Real quiet now.
Yeah?
So we read this before. Crumpled note. Namai, notice you taking my books. Why are you wasting time with Valian stories when there is work to be done? At least keep them dry.
A mirror's winds blow sweet upon you.
I wonder if there's a quest tied to that.
What?
Will do.
That's interesting. The Blessed Incense gives +2 to history, insight, metaphysics, and religion. But you're going to have to know when to use it. I guess if it's a dialogue option I can back out of, and then come back and try again. So, good to know I have that handful of bonuses on hand. It looks like we're done here for now. We're done in Port Maje as a whole for right now. Yeah, there's nothing I'm missing. Alright, so our friend, Governor Clario, wants us to journey east. I know there's a couple other areas, like the burial site over here, and the Waro Woods. Alright, so there's the dig site. It looks like we might have to go through the pass to get there. There's his footsteps. A solitary rice farm. It looks bountiful enough to welcome trade. Okay. And I can respec here. Or retrain. So assuming since these are on this side, the woods of the burial site, we can go here. I realize that some of these places actually have descriptions. So I will read the descriptions for each area. If they have them. Yeah, let's get to the burial site first, because we did not pick up a quest like I was expecting to. To the burial site. Oops. Huana tribes traditionally heap their dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea. But mounds like these suggest that rangas of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby. Come upon an ancient site once used for sky burials. On a large stone slab is a scattering of old kith bones and a collection of urns of various sizes. Search the location. You take some time to search the burial site. You find nothing of value. Keep searching this location. You continue poking around the burial site for anything useful. And find a charming trinket wrapped in dried grasses. Cloak of the Theocrat. +1 intellect, +1 resolve. Fantastic. You've rummaged through the whole burial site. There's nothing left but the dead. Sweet. Thick woodland spread to the east of Port Maje, slowing your travel. Birds flitter above you and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then to no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striations seem to run upward, from right to left, just shy of vertical. Examine the markings. Adair examines the gashes in the wood, then plucks a tuft of hair from the side of the tree. Wild boar did this. Adair taps the tree. Look at this. A sigil has been lightly carved into the wood, so faint as to be almost imperceptible. Continue cautiously forward. You press carefully into the forest, your clothes damp with the humidity and the water dripping from the trees above. A quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. I'm assuming it's the boar. Okay, let's go ahead and call out. Hello? Someone there? Oh, I was wrong. The sound approaches, and a Talamoa appears through the vegetation. Matted red hair frames his head, while boar hides drape his form. Stranger still, several wild boars attend him, their hackles up as they snort at you. Was he going to attack me? Adair perks up at the sight of the boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention at last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curl over jagged teeth. He waves the stick at you.
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
Zadiran is halting, the language thick in his mouth. I mean you no harm. Can't we just talk?
Said as if a word never hurts a person.
The man shakes his head.
You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
What are you doing out here with all of these boars?
Learning. The boar teach much about survival if one listens, if one watches. So sing. So say those who know.
He frowns. Those who know. Who would that be?
This question helps neither of us, I say.
He shakes his head roughly. Well, it sounds like you're speaking of Gallowayne.
Always you foreign sorts speak of your changing god. I say you know nothing of change, and less of the hunt.
The Amoa snorts. Is there anything you can do to help me on my journey?
Then you think the Huana are here to serve you? Akara, they are not. I say always those who come to these islands, they want to take, only ever to take.
He waves his stick. Look, I just want to pass through this forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
He snorts. Yeah, I don't like these intimidate options. I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns, and pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hands shaking, he hands it to you. Wise teeth necklace, +1 intellect, +1 history, and +1 insight. This necklace is crafted from the teeth of an Amoa sage. Some of the more superstitious Huana tribes believe that a person's learned wisdom is held not in the mind or heart, but their teeth. This small fetish may hold some understanding.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
He dismisses you with a wave. Oh, that went far better than I expected it would. So resolve and intellect is okay on my main character, though I think this might be better. Oh! Necklace and cloak don't overlap like they used to. Awesome.
That's something. Huh?
Okay, I'm going to call it here. Our next episode we will explore the forest and continue on our way. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.